Hello everyone, my name is Shalini Sri Kumar. I usually go by Shalini. I am an undergraduate student.
Hi, my name is Adiba and I'm from Ipoh, Perak.
Hi, my name is Maria. I currently stay in Kemaman, Terengganu.
Hello everyone, my name is Azri. Everyone call me by Azri. I am from this year's graduating class in 2023.
Personally for me, I think criminal law was my favorite. It takes the first place lah. And then besides criminal law, probably civil procedure and then company law.
I have to say that I always am a big fan of constitutional law and administrative law because I find that it's very interesting where two people can disagree on one term, and that is what constitutional law and administrative law is all about.
I have two areas of law that I'm interested in. The first one is intellectual property law, which is I was taught by Dr. Tay, who is very experienced in that area, and because of that interest, I took up digital copyright law because it's under the same area of law that is also intellectual property law.
For me, I really like law and literature because I feel like law and literature intertwines in a sense that when you're writing law, you have to have art to it to make it beautiful.
I think mixed feelings.
Excited, nervous, and proud.
I'm also proud, excited, and I feel it is an achievement.
Mixed feelings much. That's the three words lah. Because initially, personally for me, I just wanted to stay in school because I feel like school is a safe place. You know, there's not much that can surprise you, which can happen because most of the things are very controlled here. It's just the lectures that you see every day, it's the same routine, and then the friends that you see every day.
That's not three, but okay. The three feelings that I can describe is one, I'm feeling overwhelmed because I not really finally can leave this place, but finally I have achieved one of my checklists.
I'm looking forward to finally being able to enter the court and be part of the whole legal team that is contributing for my client. As previously when I was a legal intern, I only had the chance to witness the court hearing, the case hearings. So this time, knowing that I will be part of the drafting and the submissions, I feel like it's surreal that I finally graduated and I'm in the process of becoming a lawyer.
For me, it was actually at home, right?
It's definitely not library.
I think during my first year, I tried to study with groups and on campus, and I found that if it's a very quiet place in the library, it works. But sooner or later, I found out that because you spend a lot of hours in the faculty at times, right? When you do want to study, you want something a little bit different.
Especially in our final year, we made complete use of the legal aid clinic that we have here. I was a student advisor in the legal aid clinic, and Puan Aisha, one of the lecturers who are one of the advising lecturers, she was a little flexible to allow non-student advisors to use the space as well.
By non-student, she meant me.
Yeah, he's not a student advisor.
So I usually study late at night, and I prefer to leave the faculty, right, and be in a personal space on my own, in my own quiet space where I can study. That works best for me because I need that change of environment from being the whole day at faculty. Yeah.
Me personally, I have to give the boring answer. After class, I would usually go to the library, but if I remember correctly, when I'm at the library, I'm not exactly studying, I'm usually on my phone because it's just a very peaceful and quiet surrounding. So of course I have my earphones on.
Conveyancing. No offense to anybody, no lecturers are involved, but the subject itself is very dry and it just doesn't ignite any passion in me to like, okay, let's study conveyancing, you know. It's not Yeah, thank God it wasn't an 8 a.m. lecture for conveyancing. But yeah, I think we tried our level best to attend lectures and tutorials, but definitely not the most exciting subject on the list.
The most challenging course is equity and trust.
Oh yeah.
Trust.
Yeah.
Trust in particular. I'm so sorry to. How did I overcome it? I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't overcome it. So sorry, Prof. You tried your best. I tried my best, but I cannot understand until now.
Yes.
The toughest subject would actually be trust law. I don't think many people would actually characterize that as their toughest subject. I failed trust and had to take it again. And it was challenging because I think for me, firstly, we had a very challenging lecturer in a very good way. We had and it was very hard to grasp, I think, the legal jargon.
I'm pretty sure everyone else answered this, but equity and trust also, definitely because of the legal jargon. The cases are from way back then. I'm really sorry to Prof. I love Prof. She is an amazing educator. I love listening to her lectures, but it was definitely a difficult subject for me. I thankfully did not fail. I just passed, but I never want to go through it ever again.
I can think of two things, right? Let me share the heartbreaking one first, or the bittersweet one. It was actually from the FDI Moot, and our team had prepared for months, right? And we were already at the quarterfinals of the competition at the time. And we really thought we had won that round, right? But surprisingly, we did lose. And I remember the pain of feeling that loss, because we all just sat in silence. Some of us cried after that. But I think that was actually the changing moment which helped to take it a lot more seriously and to take those measures which I changed later on. So that was actually one of the most memorable moments, because I've never felt heartbreak or pain like that before.
I think the experience that I can share is not really from mooting competition, but from the advocacy course that we took in 4th year in Moot Court. Not really the best experience, but I think I can share this. It was not really fun, but it was something because I had a standoff with Prof. Zuraida for a good 15 minutes. Like I was trying my luck to do this kind of style of questioning and submission, but it was actually wrong in theory. You know, the thing that you practice is not the same thing in theory.
For me, from my mooting experiences, what's memorable has to be the late, painful hours that we spend preparing written submissions. Oral submissions, I think, are relatively easier after we get through the written submissions. But the phase of preparing the written submissions can be a very painfully challenging period, because there's a lot of areas that we have to look into, although the Moot problem only focuses on one area of the law.
I don't think I've come across any media or shows that are accurate. It is the opposite.
Oh. Okay. There's one movie called The Rainmaker, right? It's based in the US jurisprudence setting and all. I think it's the most accurate, right? Because it shows the difficulty a junior lawyer has to go through to sometimes make an argument, go up against senior counsel, being thrown into the new waters of the law. So that movie portrays a very, very young lawyer who takes on a big insurance company with very rich lawyers, right? And he just got called to the bar.
I can say there was this one Korean drama. It's called Juvenile Justice. Rather than it being accurate to the law, I find that it is accurate to the personalities of the people in the legal field, particularly those who are stern, strict, and hard-headed in upholding justice. And I am referring to the main character, who is the judge in the show.
In my experience, there are TV shows that do not represent the reality in accuracy. Most reality, most TV shows, they want to portray the legal profession as something that's very cool, where lawyers can just stand up in the middle of a proceeding and object and, you know, scream at the judges. When in reality, if you do that, the judge is really just going to say, tolong keluar, you know. That really doesn't happen in reality lah. So like Suits is not reality. Please don't follow Suits. Suits is not reality, yeah. So I can give you a list of TV shows that are not real.
I have only one advice: do not skip class.
Yeah.
To learn to be humble and to not be afraid of failure.
For me, it's about taking your own pace in your legal journey itself. You don't need to rush things, even if you want to try it in the future. Just because other people are doing it doesn't mean you need to do it now. You can take your own time, find your own way, and you'll be there eventually.
I have to think about this.
I go first.
Yes.
I would say don't be afraid, because if you are afraid to start something, you will never start it in time and it will cost you later. I say this because I have experienced this myself. For example, I am very scared of mooting. I never have the courage to do it. It took me until my 3rd year, going to my 4th year, that I finally mooted for the faculty.
My advice or a reminder would be to not take advices from people whose life they wouldn't want to live. There are a lot of people who are going to tell you you can't do this, and you probably can't, but why don't you just try it for yourself and then know it for yourself instead of having other people tell it for you, and then, you know, it's like you're living someone else's life. So like what Azri said as well, try whatever you want to try under the sky, and then the worst thing that can happen is that you will find out that that is not for you. And I think finding out what's not for you is equally important as finding out what is for you.